What's up, wonderful girls and guys of YouTube? We're here again today on Heilbronn with a special video, not just of which because I'm in the Skoda T24, but I've got a little like spotting kind of amazing update kind of spot where you can go into, you know what I mean. There'll be one of those tanks where you can take it into a specific part of the map, get a really good advantage over everyone, and from there absolutely dominate. I do have, by the way, a new video coming out very shortly, maybe in the next couple of days, with a new spot where you can go into. But for the time being, we'll concentrate on this magnificent little hill spot where you can get so many sniping shots on people. I did spend literally all my game up here, and I will admit it's rather cheap in doing so, but I will also admit I don't care because I'm playing solo. I want the damage and the XP. I want to grind this tank line all the way to the tier 10 without free XPing. And my god, am I going to need every single last bit of XP that I can physically get. As it is, you can see how much you can physically shoot in terms of range over the entire map. It is phenomenal. If you're playing, at least in this case, on Team Destruction, other maps where you're being slightly overrun, maybe there isn't as much artillery in the game or any artillery at all, because you are going to have to worry about that, especially when you're up here taking pot shots at people in a tank which doesn't really aim in very, very quickly, that they can get shots onto the top of you. But aside from that, you can get shots everywhere, and I mean literally everywhere. Going back towards town, got nice shots on the M4, and I can see the other tier 4 Czech Medium tanks moving in. Unfortunately, because I can't aim for shit, I decided to miss. But the premise is still there. It's a really, really good spot to get into. I would assume you can get into this into much higher tiers, so you may well find that people in like your T57 heavies, or God forbid an E100, someone is going to take an E100 up here someday, because sniping goddess E100. Either way, this will be a really, really good spot if you're trying to defend from it. It's a really cheap way of being able to do things, but at the end of the day, anything to get the win is what I would say is needing to be done. People fire red rounds out of tier 6 tanks at tier 4s for absolutely no reason. The Wolverine, slightly out of cover, so I can just get some shots onto him. At the moment, because my tank is kind of toss, being anything but spotted on every single occasion, I have to be very, very aware of what I'm doing. I don't have Sixth Sense, so kind of makes it a bit of a piss take. But if you do have Sixth Sense, that'll make your job so much easier. As you can see now, the game is slightly moving on. It's kind of been quite a quick game, a lot quicker than what I anticipated it to be. Unfortunately, with the way the game has gone, a lot of their team have decided to come our side rather than through the town, which has opened up a world of opportunity for me to be able to get the shots on people. And I'm still pretty much on full health. And I've taken out 3 tanks and done 13 damaging hits. 4 tanks with 14 damaging hits. So you can see how much of a change it can be if you can get into a spot similar to this. The other video I'll produce later will show you other spots on other maps that you can go to. There's one on 7 Gorse, which you may already know about. Is a really, really fantastic spot. Very similar to this one, but you'll see as well how that can make a world of difference. Now we're coming up to the last parts of the game. The light tank and the Wolverine are over on my left. I will eventually spot them, but will I end up killing him? Only time will tell. But it's worked out so amazingly well. If this was an actual base cap to my left, you could defend the cap so easily from people trying to cap out. If you were up here and you allowed your team to push around, you were the last person back. Maybe get some HE shells on some people in the flag cap, I should say. Jesus Christ. Then it's such a good idea if you can do it. I mean, even if it's late on in the game as well, it's another fantastic spot where you can get into and cause disruption. Any sort of delay that you can cause with people coming towards you, concentrate on you, leaving the flag cap, you resetting the cap, the world is your oyster. As it is, the game itself worked out quite well. 35,000 silver, 1600 XP, and 1353 damage overall. Thankfully, that was on a lot of tanks that weren't able to fire back at me, but that's primarily what the spot is very, very good for. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and like I said, soon there will be another video out in the next couple of days with some more tanking spots where you can take your tanks into. Unfortunately, it may not be like proper nice ones where you can see it working in real games, but when you see them, you will see why they are so good. Again, thanks for watching, and I shall see you guys later.